See, everyone goes to work. Most people go to work and they know they're going to get their pay at the end of the day, and it's the same old thing. They'll go in Monday morning and knock off on Friday. It's the same thing's going to happen. With us, it's not like that. It's, you know, every field is different. You don't know where you're going to be or what you're going to be in front of. So it's scary, and at the same time, that's what's sort of wonderful about it.
Ever since I was a little kid, Dad always watched, you know, the great British comedians and he had all the videos, and I always thought, you know, that's what I've wanted to do. And it took me a little bit of time getting there, but deciding to do it and taking the plunge. But you know, I've been thereabouts, and I've taken the big giant leap now.
It's the first time he ever got up. I was pretty proud to see him up there, and I could see, you know, through his nose all these little things that he was doing. It made me laugh, and you know that I was proud that he still got up and did it. And I guess from then there was no stopping him. He got a taste for it and loved it.
So it's a lonely business, but it's a very rewarding one. And yes, it is a hard business, a tough business. It takes a good 10 years before a comic finds their feet, really.
I had to learn very quickly how to write new material, because when I first started at Newcastle there was only one room to do open mic stuff, and you know, so I had to change. I learned very quickly I had to change my set, sort of. So I had a whole year of changing my set each week.
It's not a matter of Gareth just writing some jokes and standing up on stage and saying them. It's you know, he writes them but then progresses on them and adds to them, and then practices them.
If you can do it here, you can pretty much do it anywhere. It's because Australians are tough. If you're not funny or what they think is funny, they certainly let you know.
One time he was support act for a musician, and that didn't go down very well. Everyone was there to see the musician and weren't expecting a comedian. It was really hard. Kind of sank in my seat for him. It's
all about flying hours, you know. You can't find yourself unless you just do it over and over and over until you get to that point where you start to relax a little.
Kind of struggle with not just the time, but I feel like I have to be doing something else, like to justify. I don't know, it's just the world. I think it's the world you grow up in. To justify my existence, I feel that I have to go out, because it's been kind of programmed in me from when I was a little kid, maybe, that you have to go out and do that 9 to 5 to be the breadwinner. But you know, I make money at like different ways now, you know. So
it's definitely been, I guess, a struggle financially. But you know, if it's a dream and a goal, we're working towards it.
It takes a while before you break through that barrier, you know, finding yourself and finding out what works for you and what's funny for you and what's funny about you.
That's the beauty of comedy, maybe, that you know, you've got your own voice, and it's probably the only forum in the world, or like media or anything, where you've got uncensored free thought, where you can say whatever you want and no one's going to say anything back. I mean, people might say something back, but it's your stage, you can't get in trouble for it. And it's brilliant, and I like, that's what I like about it. I like maybe the power that brings, of having sort of 7 people or 700 people listening to you tell an amazing, not an amazing story, but a stupid story maybe, you know.